Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Reproductive system in plants. Plants possess male and female parts like in animals. They are called the stamen and the pistil, respectively. There are some terms associated with flowering plants. They include the apocarpus, the monocarpus, the syncarpus, the androecium, the gynoecium, the corolla, the calyx, complete flower, incomplete flower, non-essential organs, essential organs, regular flower, irregular flower, the hermaphrodite, the unisexual flower, the monoecious, the dioecious, the inflorescence, the superior ovary, the inferior ovary, cross-pollination, dichogamy, the protandry, the protogamy, the homogamy, the self-pollination, epiganous, hypohynous, the peginous. The apocarpus are flowers with separate carpels. By carpels, we mean the individual female reproductive organs in a flower. It is composed of an ovary, a style, and a stigma. The monocarpus consists of one carpel. The syncarpus are those with fused carpels. The androecium is the stamen or male organ of a plant, while the gynoecium is the pistil or female organ. The corolla is made up of petals, while the calyx is made up of sepals. The complete flower is one with all floral whorls. By whorls, we mean a circle of 3 or more leaves, flowers, or other organs about the same part or joint of a stem. The incomplete flower is one with 1 or more floral whorls absent. Non-essential organs are the calyx and the corolla, while the essential organs of flowering plants are the androecium and the gynoecium. Regular flower is flower that can be divided vertically into 2 similar halves, while irregular flower is flower that cannot be divided vertically into similar halves. The hermaphrodite flower is one with both stamens and carpels, while the unisexual flower is one with either stamens or carpels but not both. The monoecious flowering plant is plant with both male and female flowers borne on the same plant, for example, the maize, while the dioecious flowering plants are plants with stamen and pistil on separate plants, for example, we have the pawpaw. The inflorescence are a group of flowers on the same stalk, for example, the sunflower, while the superior ovary is ovary that is arranged above other floral parts on the receptacle. The inferior ovary is the ovary that has other floral parts above the ovary. Cross-pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anthers to a stigma of a flower of another plant but of the same species. The dichogamy is the ripening of anthers and stigmas of a flower at different times, while the protandry is where the anthers of a flower mature earlier than the stigma. The protogamy is where the stigma of a flower matures earlier than the anthers, while the homogamy is the ripening of both male and female flower at the same time. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from the anthers to a stigma of the same flower or another flower of the same stand. The epiganous is where the receptacle forms ring around the ovary with sepals above the ovary. The hypoganous is the flower with all floral parts above the receptacle. For example, we have the mango. The periganous is when the ovary is covered halfway with other floral parts.